Hi guys, and welcome back to my kitchen. I just want to let you guys know about the new update, and our new restaurant will be called Creole Queens and not Munched Out, but you are still getting munched out by this Creole Queen with some cabbage. So I got my shrimp stock, my cabbage, my holy trinity, my smoked turkey wings. I got some sausage, oh yeah, and some shrimp. I know y'all ain't never seen no shrimp and no cabbage, but y'all gonna see it today. And y'all gonna enjoy it, and I hope y'all try it. So I heated my pan, of course. Instead of vegetable oil, y'all, I've been using this almond oil. It's much healthier. It's good for baking and sauteing. So if you're baking, you can use it too. And you guys see, I take my hand, put it to the bottom. That's just to see the heat temperature of the pan. So take this almond oil, move it and switch it around. Let's swoosh, swoosh, get it all over so that everything I add to this pot does not get stuck to the bottom of this pot. And you guys already know I'm about to brown some of these sausage. Again, I'm using my andouille sausage. I like to use this sausage because it has fat in it and it has a lot of flavor. Andouille sausage is made with seasoning already in it, so when you add it to your meal, it already has flavor into it. So we're gonna brown this down a good bit. After we get it nice and brown that we want it to be, we're going to add our Holy Trinity. Holy Trinity. So look, y'all, I want y'all to know that some people might call it a Trinity. The difference between a Holy Trinity and a Trinity is garlic. I have garlic in this, so that's my onion, my bell pepper, my celery, and my garlic. That's what make it Holy Trinity. Just the Trinity, it's the onion, the bell pepper, and the celery. It's just the Trinity. So we're going to cook this all down, get it all sweated, nice and cooked down. Let me bring y'all closer to this pot. Bring y'all close. Bring y'all in here. Look at it. Woof. There we go. Once we get this nice and sweated down and cooked down real good, we're just going to add our cabbage to it. As you guys can see, when I chopped my cabbage up, I made it bite-sized, a little bit bigger than bite-sized, because it's going to cook down. And when it cook down, you know, we don't want it to cook away. We still want it to have a nice leafy texture or leafy size to it. You know what I'm saying? Because this cabbage ain't nothing but leaves, right? Right, yeah, let's learn something here. So I'm gonna put a little bit at a time. Start adding in there. You guys can see I'm adding a little bit at a time and putting it through this pot. And it's just to make sure that this flavoring that I have at the bottom of this pot with the almond oil and the onions and the bell pepper and the garlic, you know what I'm saying, and the andouille sausage, all that flavor that was at the bottom of that pot is going through the cabbage now. When I mix that up, it's going through there. Also, the container I had with the cabbage was filled all the way to the top. And if I would have poured it directly in there and it made a mess, we don't want to make a mess. Now we're going to do it. Once I get a good bit off of it, now I'm just going to pour all of it in there. Once I pour it all in there, after I get all of it in there, I am going to take and put all my smoked turkey necks that I have on top of this. So you guys can see I did not take the smoked turkey necks and cooked it down with the andouille sausage and the onions and the bell peppers and the Holy Trinity. I didn't do it with it because it's already cooked. I don't want to cook it more. I just really want to boil the meat off this bone and get the flavor inside of my broth that I'm using or inside of the cabbage that I'm cooking. So I'm just going to take and put a few pieces on top of my cabbage, and I'm just going to add my shrimp stock. I know a lot of people don't add that much water to the cabbage because the cabbage has water in it itself. So when it cooks, it's going to be water. But I'm adding more water because I just like my cabbage a little more like on the softer side. So the more stock I add, that softens my cabbage up. I'm going to put my lid on it and let it cook. So about 30 minutes through, I like to check my pot and just make sure the water didn't boil out. Everything is good. And at this point, I start seasoning. I'm seasoning mine with my onion powder, my garlic powder, some cayenne pepper, black pepper, salt, and guess what, y'all? Some Louisiana crab and seafood boil. Yeah. So once I get everything nice and seasoned, give it a good squish, squish. Mix all that seasoning up real well. Taste it. You want more seasoning, add more. I make my own Cajun seasoning, you guys. I know you guys probably go get the Tonys and Zatarain's and all those things and use that. But everything that I use is what's inside the Tonys and Zatarain's. So there's no need to put Tonys and Zatarain's on top of here. And if you use Tonys and Zatarain's, then there's no need to put the seasoning that I said to put on there. So I'm just going to mix it up. I just want a little more black pepper in mine. Just mix it up really good. And at this point, I see that the texture of my cabbage is where I want it to be. So I'm going to add my shrimp. So if you guys realize, shrimp does not take long to cook. So this is the last ending of my cabbage. My cabbage is actually done. If I wanted to eat it just like that, I could, but I'm adding shrimp to it. I do season my shrimp with that Louisiana crab oil. and a little bit of Tabasco because your girl like it spicy. Let that cook down for another 5 minutes or till the shrimp is cooked. And there we have it. Some delicious smothered cabbage. I did fried chicken corn muffins with mine, so you can find those videos posted. Thanks for getting munched out with this Creole Queen. Like, comment, and share. And be on the lookout for my cookbook, Holiday Hustle.